And it goes out of bounds. A last touch by Pirtle. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Fourth, Rudy Gobert.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And one outstanding thing the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And he can't get the first one. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will soon. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through. And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Here's Towns. That one a little long.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says we complement each other. He's a generational talent in defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Here's Siakam after the made shot from Karl-Anthony Towns.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket for McDaniels.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Barnes. He has 7. Passes it to Anunoby. Siakam against Towns. And finished off by Siakam.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
McDaniels with the ball. Covered by Barnes. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Over Siakam. Outside Conley. This one for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Conley's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, just such a smooth, pretty lefty stroke. That 3-point opportunity for Mike Conley, yes, sir.
Back to Siakam. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 4 assists now tonight.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Conley finds Towns. Back to Conley. Towns, a screen on Schroeder. Conley with it. Now guarded by Siakam.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago. 87% from the line.
At the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
When Towns is healthy, he is an absolute force on the offensive end of the floor.
And Towns drops them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Schroeder outside. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Toronto Raptors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. Hard to imagine Pascal Siakam making a bigger impact in the first half.
He's wrecking those boys in the lane. They look worn out and defeated. That's how I used to do it.
Yeah, I knew somehow he was going to bring this back to you, but I don't disagree.
And now let's take a moment to look into the future. Here's the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Timberwolves, at this point, you got to take every team you're up against as a test. Asking yourself, what can we do better than last year? Happens for us, too. Kenny, you cook up any new approaches in the offseason?
Well, I'm going to reveal those, over time, not just all in one sitting. But you're right. There is an opportunity to stretch and experiment. See what's working and what isn't.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 1. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert hold down the post for them. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's Conley, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players, Doris, to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013, probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
Doris, when you and I think about the playoffs back in the bubble, you can see how much of an impact the fans have during games.
Personally, Kevin, I hope never to see a bubble again because the energy and the atmosphere inside NBA arenas is so electric you can almost reach out and touch it. And obviously the players love the opportunity to perform in front of their home fans.
Now Toronto, Doris, losing in the play-in was a disappointment to say the least last year. But we know this is a young team.
Well, to your point, Kevin, if you look at the minutes distribution, in the top 8, 7 guys were under 30. But you've now had a head coaching change. There are some decisions to be made about which direction you're going in. Are you developing that young talent? Are you moving pieces to try to acquire a more veteran team?
Barnes can't get it to go.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And it's Conley penetrating. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Mike Conley starting to percolate a little bit here. Look out, defenders.
Pass to Anunoby. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And now a look at the numbers for Edwards. Last season, he played outstanding and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year. Always a threat to cause a turnover. Now here's Edwards. Right side Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Schroeder, and the layup is good. Schroeder's got 5.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
Edwards inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. Conley kicks to Towns. Off target from outside. Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And there's the pass to Schroeder. Back to Barnes. Schroeder outside. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. That shot missing. Great D that time from Edwards.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Conley the pass to Edwards. Conley against Schroeder. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Shoots over Schroeder. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Edwards against Anunoby. Here's Siakam. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game from 10 feet out. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And guys, this has got to be more of a team effort. Right now, he's playing all for himself.
Here's Conley. Backs down the step back J. Conley's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the ability of Conley to be effective at any range means the defense can never relax.
Here's Barnes. Plenty of room around him, and it's good.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Passes it to Gobert. To the paint. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Schroeder with the ball. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First game foul.
Barnes looking around. With the drive. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
You see the strength of Scotty Barnes on that drive. If he creates momentum, you better look out.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Schroeder's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Boy, not many players in the league who are going to be faster than Dennis Schroeder in the open floor.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. McDaniels kicks to Towns. Lays it up off the glass. Towns has got 9 points.
Well, just putting the ball on the deck. Towns so aggressive in everything he does.
Siakam against Towns. Siakam's shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Conley. He's got 16. A fadeaway. Towns, no luck.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Schroeder passes to Barnes. Kicks it out to Siakam. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got his 5th assist in this one. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Conley feeling it out over Siakam. Conley's shot is off. And so Anunoby will bring it up for Toronto. It's a 1-point game. Barnes outside. off target with his three.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And Towns gets it to go.
You can see the defense always wants to hold contact with Karl Anthony Towns. Just great concentration on the shot.
There's Siakam after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Schroeder outside. Three-pointer. It's good from long range. Schroeder's got 7 points here in this quarter. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Now here's Towns. 11 points in the game. McDaniels finds Towns. Outside Conley. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Barnes outside. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And good that time. 10 points for Anthony Edwards.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pirtle dishes to Barnes. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Boy, the defense tight inside, but Barnes just persevering.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes. But you know what, Greg? Still working to take that next step. What do you think is his key?
Kevin, that's an easy one. It's going to be perimeter shooting. You know, we get spoiled with all the other things he can do, and he's had a tremendous start to his NBA career. But I think to become that superstar, the jump shot has to become a weapon.
Well, here we are talking about Timberwolves greats. One player standing out to me, and Doris, I know to you. That's Kevin Garnett.
I don't think there is any debate that KG is #1. He is Minnesota's all-time leader in points, assists, rebounds, steals, and blocks. My goodness, what a career. I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Al Boucher. Still scoreless to the inside. Shoots. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Barnes.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
Now here's Conley. He's got 18. Driving in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. Doris, lots of people are excited to see how this Timberwolves team progresses.
Certainly, Kevin, you have to admire what Anthony Edwards showed you in terms of those exciting young players. He proved he was more than capable of elevating his responsibility. And when you think about their postseason, you ran into Nikola Jokic and the eventual champs. You can live with that.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Oh, GA, the long arms and athleticism up and down this roster for the Raptors. It is something.
Yeah, they have a type that they're looking for. Blocks, steals, deflections, all coming in bunches. The activity will be there.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 14. There's Schroeder. There's the drive.
This is where the speed of Dennis Schroeder comes into play. When he's moving like this, the defender is in a tough spot.
The Raptors have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. It's good from Schroeder.
Yeah, I think one of the important things for Dennis Schroeder is to keep trying to become more and more efficient. Let his offense come naturally and improve as a distributor.
Trent's checked in for the Raptors. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Minnesota. Schroeder hits them both. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Anderson outside. Towns for three. Sinks the triple. Towns has got 9 points in the quarter.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. A shot by Milton, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Trent. And again, Toronto no up.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
And it's Milton, top of the key. Towns against Boucher. And Anderson has it in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Doris, you were saying this about Kyle Anderson. He can give you a little bit of everything.
Kevin, he's one of those guys who provide shooting, defense, passing, playmaking, you name it. Sort of that jack of all trades at the forward spot. This guy has always found minutes because his understanding of the game is elite.
That free throw, no good.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And the Raptors with some changes. Siakam is checked in for Chris Boucher. McDaniels comes in for Barnes. And Porter subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now, here's Trent. He's got 6. Siakam outside. No good on the 3.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Raptors trail by 4. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Milton. Towns against Siakam. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, Pascal Siakam showing you I can do a little bit of everything. You need an offensive rebound, a second chance opportunity, willing to do what it takes.
Now, here's Milton. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Reed. And here's Milton. 4 on the clock. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Milton's got his... First 2 points.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead, and now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
The pass to McDaniels. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Trent in the corner. Over Milton. Trent can't hit. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by 4. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Minnesota leading by 4. Underneath in the post, it's Siakam and Achua. Otto Porter Jr. out there with Gary Trent. And it's McDaniels at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now, here's Milton. Lets a floater go. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. Trent outside. Screen by McDaniel. Looking to end his cold spell. Achua kicks to Trent. Three-pointer. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Milton against Porter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
Pass to McDaniels. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by McDaniels.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Anderson right side. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. That one, no good. And a wide open look for Porter. And he's good on the 3-ball.
See, you have got to be in the space of Otto Porter coming off the screen, or he will make you pay.
Outside Edwards. Inside, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Nas Reed, taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Reed. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Siakam has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. Here's the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
McLaughlin, the pass to Milton. Out left to the wing. They double him with Siakam. 6 to shoot. Milton on top, covered by Siakam.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Achua, Reed with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And McLaughlin gets it to go. McLaughlin's got the lead up to 8 now for Minnesota.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Here's Siakam. The kick out to Porter. And here's Trent outside. And again, no good by Toronto.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Anderson with the screen for Edwards. Gets an open look and hits. And now it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Here's Trent. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Contested interior look for the young gun, Mr. Gary Trent Jr., making it look easy inside.
He takes it in. Milton wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And Kevin, after being unable to find the net in the first half, they sure seem to be a different team here in the second.
Here's Trent. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Achua. Scotty Barnes comes in for McDaniels. Anunoby, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Trent. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Conley's checked in. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Siakam. And the Timberwolves call time. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Timberwolves leading by 8. Right side, Conley. Shoots over Schroeder. Toronto grabs the miss. Poeltl's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Barnes. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
This guy's such an intelligent scorer. Scotty Barnes really ready to rise and fire.
Hilton the pass to Reed. Conley kicks to Edwards. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Schroeder passes to Siakam. Sweet move. Passes to Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Conley. They set the pick. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got 10 points in just the second half.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And that one drops for him.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
It's Edwards on the wing. And Barnes sends it back.
Get those long arms to work, Scotty Barnes. Send it back, young sir.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Siakam.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Right, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
The 10-footer. Up again. It's good on the putback. And now just a 1-point Minnesota lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Conley with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Anderson. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Great contest by the defender, but that's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
Schroeder kicks to Pirtle. And the pass to Anunoby. Schroeder outside. Pirtle with a screen on Conley. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. And no good that time. Good D by Anderson.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Now here's Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. Over Barnes. Edwards, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Toronto working the ball around now. Back to Siakam. Pirtle sets the pick for Siakam. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got rebound number 5 here tonight. Conley the pass to Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So much fun in the doors to watch. Anthony Edwards on the floor. This kid is electric.
Kevin, this guy is part of the next generation of great players. When you look at the rising stars in this league, he's got to be near the top of that list. Unbelievable offensively, 3-level scorer, and a guy who will get down and dirty on the defensive end.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
And that one's good. Barnes. The Timberwolves have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Conley kicks to McDaniel. Towns in the corner. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Siakam. Towns with the defensive effort.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Conley against Schroeder. Pirtle with the steal. And they're moving it up. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Conley kicks to McDaniel. And stolen by Barnes. Fast break Toronto. A floater. And it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in. And it's a 4-point Toronto lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Raptors?
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Toronto's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Pass to Pirtle. To Schroeder. 1:46 left in the fourth. Second chance effort, and it's finished off inside by Pirtle. Pirtle's got 6 here in this quarter.
How about they look to Pirtle in a critical stretch, and he comes through. The pressure bringing out his best.
Here's Edwards, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one goes on Anunoby. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Gobert against Siakam. Nobody near Barnes. No good from outside.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Back to Conley. Towns looking it over. Towns a screen on Anunoby. Money! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment. Well, Siakam in the clutch. What a delivery.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley, the pass to Towns. It falls. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, needing a bucket there. Towns doesn't hesitate.
And the Raptors call time here. .41 seconds left in the game. Anunoby kicks to Siakam. Misses the three.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Outside Conley. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. 17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Anunoby against Edwards. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. Oh, no good there. The potential game winner off the mark. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Here's Siakam. Big men on the floor for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Anunoby. And it's Barnes and at the small forward. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 6 rebounds in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Conley finds Edwards. Over Barnes. Edwards can't hit.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
Takes a step back. Back to Barnes. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, for a player with Pirtle's size, that type of play he needs to make. Get inside, draw contact, get to the line, be physical. Love it.
No good on the second free throw.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Barnes against Towns. Edwards passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Boy, this guy has been on a mission. Karl Anthony Towns will not be denied on the offensive end of the floor.
Barnes down low. Working on McDaniels. No good with the layup. Now here is Conley. He's guarded by Schroeder. Towns against Siakam. Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Here's Towns. Misses from short range. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Raptors. He kicks to Barnes. The dish to Schroeder. Oh, Anunoby in position. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Raptors trail by 3. Now the pass to Pirtle. Back to Barnes. Schroeder outside. Siakam finds Barnes. Raptors need to get a shot. Pirtle's shot is off. Minnesota leading by 3. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Schroeder. Schroeder against Conley. Here's Edwards. Toronto grabs the miss. There's a minute 47 left to play in the first overtime. Siakam kicks to Barnes. could use a bucket, and he sinks the layup. Barnes has got 22 points.
Scotty Barnes, the big-time delivery. Big spot, young man. Yes, sir.
Conley dishes to Edwards. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 25 points for Anthony Edwards.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now, here's Siakam. Hurdle with a screen on Towns. The drive by Siakam. Misses in close.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The kick out to Towns. For three, Edwards. No good that time.
Oh, it was a great effort defensively. Get a hand up in the face of the shooter. It's so important.
For Schroeder. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Here's Conley.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Poeltl when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Here's another rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
That is 4 personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota. Mike Conley. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, here's a guy with a great deal of experience in these situations. Mike Conley's team very confident with his chance to deliver at the foul line.
And he is unable to get the second one.
All eyes are on Conley, a normally confident shooter. Can he sink the free throw?
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 4. There's 18 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
Trying to stay alive, they've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
And here's Toronto.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And Poeltl is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Gets the first. That narrows the lead down to just 3. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, we all know Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most gifted offensive big men we've ever seen. Now you get a chance to show off that incredible free throw percentage when the game is hanging in the balance. Step up, Mr. Towns.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in overtime. It's stolen by Gobert. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That is third personal foul. 14 foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Rudy Gobert, throughout his career, has done 2 things. Double-double threat. He's going to rebound it consistently and play great defense. That rim protection is real.
And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Schroeder. Siakam outside. And a miss there on the triple. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, you know, and my teammates brought out trusting me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And, you know, when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.